Matt Yeager is listening to you. He's doing the production today. So, uh,
Okay. Hey,
are
hey
we on
guys,
live?
doing?
All right. So we're live here and calling them out. Thank you to everybody that has sent messages, calls, and have seen the production in the last month. It's been it's been a fun ride. So tonight we got Tommy O'Farrell, the founder and CEO of Calling Them Out, and then also we got Matt Jagger, our producer. And today is a special episode because we are the official podcast. And did I say that right?
No,
Podcast.
no, you said pop again.
Pop. Well, we're popular, so that's sweet. For the podcast for the Maryland High School baseball page. All right, and what you see in the right now is some messages from Matt Yeager to his son. That's awesome.
You're not seeing that at all.
So on the line today we got Keith Powell, the coach for the Patuxent Class 2A, and they were the champions last year. And Keith was the manager of the year, the 2A. Is that correct? You won the championship last year, right?
No, we lost in the state
come
finals
on,
2
Rick.
years in a row. Yeah.
You didn't do the sound.
2 good games though.
All right, good. Hey, Kid, we're calling you because you formally are our first coach of the week for calling them out here on the Maryland High School baseball page. So I want to congratulate you. You won nothing, but at the same time, I want to talk to you about your team this year. I know that you're one of the Power 25 selected by Exposure Sports, and I think that you were 12 on the PBR rankings. Do you even
Yes,
care
that's
about that?
I mean, it's. I know our players like it. I mean, it's an honor for our program. I mean, it's something that we definitely want to be in the mix with all of those teams, but it's not something that we post or really talk about as a program.
Okay,
But it's a list you want to be on for sure.
yeah, that's a list that you, of course, that you want to be on. We call you because yesterday you start playing, and you play La Plata yesterday, and something really awesome happened, right? You guys threw a no-hitter yesterday. What was the
Yeah.
score of the game?
Yeah. It was 10-0. We had a combined no-hitter. We had Ivan Saipa. He's a 25 left-hand pitcher. He was the SMAC pitcher of the year last year.
Yeah.
And then we closed with Will Hagan. He threw Ivan got up to 68 pitches, and this time of year I don't really want to run anybody too much more than that. So we took him out after 4. Will Hagan, who's committed to Chesapeake, he came in and shut the door down in the 5th.
That's
So
awesome.
10-0, yeah.
I mean, congratulations. That was a great start
Thank you.
of the season. Yesterday was miserable for everybody in Maryland. I mean, how was the weather?
Oh, it was awful. I'm glad we got it done at 5. We worked hard. We were at 9-0, and we worked hard to get our 10th run, and I didn't want to play a 5th inning or a 6th inning, and they had 1st and 3rd in the bottom of the 5th, and with 1 out, and we were able to get out of it, fortunately. So we didn't have to go to the 6th.
How's the offense looking this year, Keith?
We did well yesterday. I mean, we had 9 seniors a year ago, and 7 of those guys played pretty much every game, pretty much every inning. So we lost a lot from our offense, but we looked good yesterday. The pitcher we faced beat us in the conference championship game last spring, and we knocked him out in the 2nd inning. So that's definitely a good sign.
What about your pitching?
Yeah, pitching's our strength. We had 21 wins a year ago when we brought back 15 of those wins, and all 3 guys who start most of our games, they're all back. And we have Will Hagan's kind of a middle inning guy, and Billy Clay's kind of becoming our closer. So we brought back a lot of arms.
Do you guys think you're gonna have 2 or 3 games every week? What's it kind of looking like schedule wise for you guys?
Yeah, our schedule's kind of all over the place. We play Huntingtown this coming Monday, which that's never easy.
No, that's always.
And then
you guys always got a good team. I know.
Absolutely, and we're off for 3 days or 4 days. We're in the exposure tournament Saturday. But then the following week, we got a Rundle Tuesday. We got a game Wednesday, Friday. And then after that, it's pretty much Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the rest of the way.
Awesome. Hey, Keith, do you mind if I go and do a live broadcast in one of your games?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
let's set it up. Also, do you like better PBR or you like better exposure sports?
I know. I knew you were going to ask that. I respect both of them. I think they both do a great job. Where we are though, and the guys at PBR, Jerry and Jamie and
Yeah, Jamie
Kyle
does a
at
really good
Exposure,
job. Yeah,
they know, like, they don't get down to us. They don't get down to Patuxent for sure, and they don't cover the SMAC conference much. And I've talked to them, and I understand. I mean, we're down there, we're south, but we don't get a whole lot of looks from them.
Hey, this is why we call you, and this is why we were trying, because we want to cover your school, cover the sport. I know that down in the south, people think that there is not good baseball, but it's really good baseball. There's really good coaching, like you, and it's been amazing. I know you personally. I have worked with both of your kids, right, with Logan and Brady, and it's been amazing, right. So congratulations on being the coach of the week for calling them out on the Maryland High School baseball page. Thank you for taking our call. But first of all, I want to ask you about Logan. How's Logan doing?
Logan's doing well. He's he's our starting catcher. He's we've had a few scrimmages and then the first real game Friday, and teams aren't really running on him. He's done a good job. He's had some back picks in some scrimmages, thrown out a couple runners. He's blocking well. He's calling his own pitches, which is pretty big for a sophomore. But we feel like he's ready for that. He really called a good game yesterday.
Awesome. And also, I know that Brady's in Radford right now. Had you had the chance to go and see him and be with him? I know he was injured, but had you had the time to be with him?
Yeah, he's actually sitting right next to me. We're right here.
No way, really?
Hotel lobby. Yep.
Hey, what's going on, Poppy? How you doing?
Good. How are you, Juan?
Hey, Brady. How you like the college life here on Radford, and how's everything? Are you healthy finally?
I love it here. First off, but I'm pretty much healthy at this point. Just I need to get more reps under my belt, and it's just tough because I've been out for a little less than a year now, so I haven't really had very many at bats. So I'm just gonna take the rest of this year and redshirt, make sure everything goes well with my elbow. Just get reps, and just prepare myself for the summer, and then come back next fall ready to go.
Man, we wish you the best, man. And like I said, this podcast is always available for you. We're gonna be talking about you as soon as you get ready. And thank you for being with us today in the show. Congratulations to you, Keith, on the coach of the week for calling them out. And then I'll be calling you during the week so we can set up something live and we can actually promote more of the baseball on the Class 2A division. That is one really good baseball, and I want people on the page, Meridian High School baseball page, to follow you guys and to follow the progress of the team and on the season. Tommy, you got anything else?
Yeah.
No, good luck this season, Keith. Obviously, I know you guys are going to have another good season just like you did last year, so just keep up the good work, and good luck to the boys down at Patuxent.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Take care, Keith. Bye-bye.
All right. See ya.
All right. So now we went to the public school right now, and we are going to talk to one of the guys that is the player of the week for the private schools MIAA A division, and he's the catcher for Young Cattle. His name is Dallas Bruce. Dallas. Hello.
Yes, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Dallas? You're with Tommy O'Farrell and Matt Jagger. They're all calling you. We're calling you because congratulations, you're the player of the week. Are calling them out in the Maryland High School baseball page. I know there were a lot of people like Nathan Rodriguez, Ryder Soa, that Nathan Wayne's last week.
Wines.
Wines, not Wines. I mean
Nathan Wines.
Nathan Wines. So he threw a perfect game last week, but we think that that because of the schedule you were playing Mans and Joe, and it was a really tough schedule for you guys. You know that was the matchup that everybody was waiting for, to be honest. And you have a huge week. You hit 469 with 5 doubles and 2 homers, and that was amazing. So, what you had to tell us about that series, about Mans and Joe, and what you had to tell us about John Carroll, the team.
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, we ended up winning the series 2-1 against Mount St. Joe. We fell behind in the series on Monday. I felt like they threw a really good arm.
Yeah, they threw Peyton
And
actually. So Peyton
Yeah.
did a really good.
For those who know,
Jumbar,
Peyton
Jumbar.
Jumbar.
Peyton Jumbar, Daniel
yeah.
Jumbar. We had a really good conversation there. So yeah, Daniel Jumbar, once he got that curveball, over the plate, and the changer was actually working in the late innings. That was a really good game. But continue.
Yeah, so I feel like, I mean, obviously we got to them in the first and second inning, but their hitters just kept battling us back and matching what we put up. So, and then he found his curveball and got into a groove, and it got really hard to hit him. So, and then I was really proud of our team for coming back on Wednesday and showing that we think we're the best team in the conference, and we battled all the way, put up 13 runs.
That's a good that's a big statement that you guys are the best team, because Monday you didn't look too good. I mean, I was there at the game. I was watching the game. You guys didn't look too good. I mean, it was the first game. It was a miserable game because it was really windy. The conditions were bad. And Man St. Joe for everybody, right? And the bats didn't show up. John Carroll is known because of the bats, right? So, and then Wednesday and Friday it showed up, but the pitching didn't look too solid for me on the week to be the best team. This year. What do you think about you're the catcher there? What do you think about the pitching this year for John Carroll?
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like we're pretty strong. I feel like we have better pitching than we did last year. I mean, we're pretty young. Our pitching staff's super young. Our whole team's super young. But I feel like we got a couple really good guys, and this week they struggled a little bit with command. But I know going forward they'll pick that up, and they've shown in the past that they can throw strikes and hang with everybody. So I think we'll be really good going forward.
Hey, Dallas, a little bit of a different topic here. What was it like playing in a series for the first time?
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I mean, going into it, I was like, I don't know. I mean, facing the same team and all of that, I don't know if I was gonna like it, but I actually really liked it. I mean, like, it was cool to face the same team, face the same guys. And like, in terms of catching, like, it was really nice because, by Wednesday, like, I knew like the hitter and, what they swung at on Monday and all that. So it was definitely a little bit of an advantage and a little different from previous years.
I was gonna say, do you think your ABs got tougher as the week went on?
A little bit, but not really. Yeah, not really.
Well, you hit 500, so for you it was a pretty good week. What are you doing to stay in shape and to have this so big start that you're having on the first week on MIAA? You're one of the hottest hitter right now in the league.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just, sticking to my approach and, my pregame warm up and all that stuff's super crucial. So.
All right. You are right now committed to Maryland.
That's correct.
You are 25, right? Correct.
Yep.
So how do you feel about the the portal right now and the guys that they're signing and everything that they're doing right now in Division One? Do you feel confident that you're gonna play? Do you feel confident that you're in a good place right now?
Yeah, I feel really good. I mean, I know this year they had a couple guys leave with the coaching change, and so they ended up picking up a couple guys from the transfer portal. But I feel like no matter like what situation you are, if you work as hard as you can and get like as good as you can be, you'll always have a shot of playing. So I feel like that's my goal. Just keep working as hard as I can, get as good as I can, and I feel like there'll be an opportunity for me.
Yeah, I mean, have you followed along what they've been doing for most part this year? I think they're gonna have a pretty good
Yeah,
year.
a little bit. Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be as good as they were last year and win the Big Ten, but I feel like they're gonna have a pretty good year. They're super young this year, but I feel like a couple of the freshmen have already really stepped up in a big role, so I feel like they'll be really good.
Yeah, I think that's definitely gonna help you guys too. I know the 24 class is kind of big, 23 class was big, 25 class is looking like it's gonna be a decent size as well. But having those young guys
Yeah,
that are playing right now, it's gonna help you guys down the road and getting to learn from B Mark, Crossland, uh,
yeah, for sure.
Hakopian, yeah, just having those guys, I think it's just going to help build your guys' culture overall. Where, like you said, they're going to
Yeah,
regionals every year should be the goal, and it should be able to be done each year. I definitely think that.
All right.
yeah, for sure.
Hey Dallas, your next city is against Gilman, right?
Yes.
All right. So what do you think about that series and what are you expecting?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm expecting, to obviously take the series. But what I'm really hoping for is to go there and, honestly sweep them. I feel like that's definitely a series. I think we're the better team, and that's something we can definitely do. Um, so I'm thinking like I think we just gotta our pitching, needs to throw a couple more strikes and not walk as many guys. And if our offense keeps doing what we did Wednesday and Friday, I think we're gonna be really, really good.
Good. What who you think right now are the best teams in the division right now, and who you guys want to face in the finals?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously Spalding's up there. I feel like Calvert Hall had a really good week
Yeah.
last week against Curly.
Yes.
Um, I don't know, I thought Loyola swept Gilman last week, but I mean, all the games were super close, so they're definitely up there. But I don't know. I thought they're gonna be a little bit better. And then MSJ, they're always really good. I feel like they always find a way to like scrap and make the games pretty close, and I feel like they always find a way to like win a game.
Yep. Hey, thank you for being with us, Dallas. I know you had to go to the gym based on our schedule that you have for that. Is that true?
Yeah,
You're going to the gym? Yeah. I don't know why you don't go during the morning, but yeah, set on the schedule that we have for the workouts. I know that close to 8:30 to 9, you're doing your workout. You're working every day. You're working extra. I wish I could see you tomorrow, but I got a tournament in PA tomorrow. But thank you for taking a call and say hi to your dad, hi to everybody, and can you
I
say
will.
can you say something for the new Maryland High School baseball page? Invite people to come and follow us and see us.
Yeah,
All right,
I can do that.
sure, say it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, if you go like that against the Citizen and Spalding, you're not going to win one game. You know that.
Okay.
Okay. I know. Hey, man, thank you. See you. God bless you. Talk to you next week. All right?
All right. Thank you for having me.
Sure. Take
See
care.
you, buddy.
That was Dallas Brooks. And again, we're doing this for the Maryland High School baseball page. We're with Tommy Ferro right now. And Tommy, tough week for Spalding.
It was up and down week. We got 2 good wins, and then things didn't go our way last night.
Yeah, well, yesterday it was the clash of the Titans. What they were saying, right? Spalding against St. John's, and St. John's got the best of the game yesterday, and it's nothing. It's not the end of the world, right? But St. John is going to be talking about this game for the next 10 years.
Okay. Yeah,
Talk to me about, what are the expectations now that you guys start the MIAA, next year. I mean, next week. And what are the expectations for Spalding this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's just get back to basics, get back to doing the things that we want to. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's the other team that you're playing against. You walk 7 guys and you have 7 errors. You're not winning that game. I thought we had some good ABs and at times, and we hit the ball well for a couple different moments, and then we just we didn't have a couple of timely ABs, and we just didn't play complementary baseball. St. John's is really good, putting a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah.
They came out and they looked like one of the top 50 teams in the country. And it's not surprising after they lose a game to Calvert Hall and they lose a game to Paul VI. They're chomping at the bit. They want to get some swag back. They want to feel some momentum, and they came out ready to go. And like Coach Palumbo said when he was on last week or 2 weeks ago, we're super young. We had a freshman at third base. We had a sophomore at shortstop. We had a sophomore in left field. Our first baseman was a kid who barely played first base. I think he's had a total like maybe 5 games in his career at first base. I mean, we're just young. You're going to learn along the way, and it's picking me up. I mean, you don't win championships in March, and our lineup in March last year didn't look the way it did when we were in a championship in May. So we're still trying to find some things, get the guys used to what baseball is like at this level, because it's high school baseball at the varsity level is very different than JV or summer ball or fall ball or anything like that. You got to compete every day. You got to earn your spot in the lineup every day. And you got to know that there's going to be pressure on you, whether it's from fans, whether it's from your students, family, your teammates. So there's going to be pressure all the time, and so you gotta be able to push through that.
Come on, man. Don't do that to Tommy.
Hey, dude, we got a new toy.
I was afraid of that. You got Georgetown Prep and St. John's, and of course, Palumbo always, play a really tough schedule on you guys, and you guys prepare your guys.
Yeah.
How important is to play those tough schedule, tough games? And then when you face the MIAA, you think that it's going to be easier for you guys because they're being tested already?
It's not that it's going to be easier. The opponents that we play in the conference are just as tough as those teams, especially when you're playing them on a series. So everyone's going to have a scouting report on your guys. Like Dallas said, when you go into game 2 and when you go into game 3. So the adjustments that guys can make and coaches can make, they're going to be that much more crucial. It's also going to be that much more crucial for how you're pitching the ball. If you're throwing strikes and you can save your bullpen and you're having some good, solid hitting game plans going on, you're going to be okay. If you're walking a ton of guys and your starters aren't going deep into games, it's going to be a tough battle. So playing the tough non-conference schedule, that's always going to be a thing we're going to do. Yeah. We're not going to shy away from competition. It's going to, it's not going to expose us, but it's going to show us some things that we need to work on, that we need to get better at. And then once we can see that and show that to the players, we're going to focus on those things and we're going to bust our ass to get better at it. And that's why our team's always playing the best baseball in May. We didn't have a good regular season last year. We didn't even win the regular season. But when it came down to it for playoffs, we showed up, we were ready to go. We won our first 2 games and we were in a championship and we had to win 1 game, and we did. This year, we want to get to the playoffs again. We got to win 2 series. You got to win 4 games to win a championship. And we like our guys, and we're going to find a way to make sure that we can definitely compete and play the Spalding brand of baseball that we're looking for. And once we get a bunch of guys buying into that, then we'll be all set.
What I think that, we got Carver Hall, and you've seen what Nathan Rodriguez is doing there. Friday I was watching the game. Actually, Ryder saw basically dominating,
Mhm.
the hitting. He's a freshman, and he
Yeah.
looks like he belongs. He looks like Ryder Soa looks like he's gonna be like a Parker Thomas. To be honest with you, Gilman didn't look good. San John.
Oh, hang on
yeah.
Gilman. Gilman was winning game 2, and they had that game almost locked up. They then had a 7 spot given up in the top of the 6 or the bottom of the 6 against Loyola.
It's really hard to see Larry Cheat being outcoached.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. Like, they had that one locked up, and they're a young team, and they let it get away. I mean, you're not going to see a ton of games that are going to have a 7 spot put up in one of the last 2 innings. So I mean, yeah, to all of a sudden blow the horn on Gilman and say that they're not very good.
No, we're not. No. We're not saying that. You lost 3 games against Loyola. And one of the things that I like about, and we have mentioned this in the podcast, right? Larry Cheat is one of the best coaches. Being out coached this week, for me was a surprise. I was expecting at least for him to take 1 game. But when you are already 3 games out on the scale against Loyola, and then you still Mount St. Joe, you still Carvajal, you still Spalding, those teams are going to play really good. So you need to get at least grasp 1 or 2 games a week, or not, you're going to be out really early on that. Like I said, Carvajal looks really good with Soa and Rodriguez. I saw Peyton John Bar, doing that. I was surprised. If you're one of the best high school recruiters in the state right now, and I'm saying this because you and Carvajal are in the top of that. If you got Peyton John Bar on your team, would you give him some reps also hitting? Because he was a really good hitter before, and right now Mount St. Joe is not using him. And I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just putting an example of a really good 2-way player that is not getting any swings at Mount St. Joe.
Well, so I was going to say, the one thing that's going to be hard if you're starting and you're throwing 85 to 100 pitches in a game,
Yeah.
you really can't play on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So you're already not playing the field for 2
He was the number 1 pitcher on Mount St. Joe,
I know.
that Monday against John Carroll.
And so that's the thing. So, yeah, if he's throwing 85 to 100 pitches, your arm's not going to be good to throw on Wednesday. I mean, he's still going to be feeling it. And if you keep putting him out there, it's going to wear down over the course of the season. For any team, having your guy ready to go and pitch each week, that's got to be pretty much like on your priority list.
But we're seeing it because you did it with Parker.
And that's
you did it with Cody.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, it's not the same. So that's not as good because you have done it.
We did it with Parker at first base more. He wasn't going out and playing shortstop every game that he didn't pitch. It's not fair to him on his arm.
And you guys were doing it because of the hitting.
Yeah, we were also doing it because of hitting.
And he's a really. I'm just saying it because Peyton Yombar is a really good hitter, and and
it's early. You're trying to give some other guys some opportunity, see what they have. It's one of the things. Coach Palumbo and I said it when we were looking at the schedule early on. Having the bye week early on was a good thing for us.
I'm gonna call out all those coaches. That they have really good 2-way plays and they're wasting their talent and they're not giving them the opportunity actually to hit and to show, because a guy like that can have a 2-way, chance to go into college, right? He can go as a hitter, he can go as a pitcher. I know his projection right now is to be a pitcher, but come on, you gotta give the best chances to the kids.
I was gonna say, you still have a full season to go on. They've played only how many games before this first series?
That was probably 3-4 games because they play many.
They played McDonough. They played. I think they had a public school game that they had. I think they had another. I think they had another one besides that. But they had 3 games in before they went into their first conference game. Your lineup that you have to start your very first conference game is not the lineup you have at the end of the season. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him playing later on during the year. I can see where you're trying to get the young guys some confidence too. I know they had a 26 at second base.
A freshman didn't look good. Didn't look too good. I mean, he during the week he was a lot better, right? But that game, I cannot judge anybody on that game because it was windy, it was really cold, it was bad. You know,
and I would say that's also
they're not playing in turf; they're playing natural grass at
that's
Mount San Joe.
That's a tough field to play.
No,
at,
it's a really bad field to play.
Well, okay, I'm not going that far.
Yeah,
But
I am.
It's a tougher field. You do get a little bit of different hops there, and so yeah. But I think also you do have to give some young guys some opportunities to keep then building them up. And like I said, the way you start the season is not going to be how you're going to finish it.
Yeah.
And so you just have to keep figuring out who your best nine is going to be. And like Dallas said, they're going to be scrappy. You see other teams too that have a lot of two-way guys, like Rodriguez for Calvert Hall. He's batting in the 3-hole and he's playing left field and he's pitching.
And he's throwing, he's doing everything.
Yeah. And so
And Ryder Shaw is going to be the same because he's a really good pitcher also.
Yeah.
You know, but being as a freshman, I think that just from the mound, it's going to. Why you didn't get Ryder Shaw?
He wanted to go to Calvert Hall. It was down to us in Calvert Hall, and he wanted to go to Calvert Hall. I mean, hey, other programs are going to recruit guys too, and they're going to have chance. Calvert Hall's a little bit closer. It's not
For him.
Yeah, he lives in Rosedale, so it's not like we didn't want him. There's a.
By the way, I don't know if you guys are watching me, the Soa family, but I know that you always, follow my pages and follow everything that I do. So, hi to you guys. Thank you for the follow always. We love Ryder. We're going to be talking about. We're going to be following him. We love Calvert Hall, so we're going to follow Calvert Hall also. Here in the program, on the high school baseball page. So please share. That we're gonna be, the podcast of the page, and we're gonna be 1A. How many conferences are 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A?
That's the 4 public schools. Yeah, they're 4 classes.
They're 4 classes, right?
Yeah.
And then you got the MIAA.
Yep.
B.
Yeah, you got the AAA, B, and C.
A, B, and C.
Yep.
On that, and then
you got the WCAC. You got some Maryland teams in there. You got
Okay.
the IAC, which is Georgetown Prep and Bullis and a couple others. And then you have another one. There's the Old Line conference all the way out where Goretti has their younger guys playing, and there are a couple other teams that are in that are smaller schools.
So we're gonna try to follow. It's a lot of baseball in Maryland that has been playing, especially at the high school level, and we're gonna be trying to follow everything. Send us clips, send us information, send us your scores, give us access to your game changers. Get us your phone numbers. On that,
Tommy's not giving you access.
Well, I already got all the stats from Spalding. I already know everything that they have done, and I got everything. I can see it. You just have to pay the premium for the game changer, and they will give you access for
Tommy's
that.
game changer.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it. I already have it, so don't worry about it. It's not happening. So thank you to Ryan, the director of the page, for giving us the opportunity to do this for Maryland baseball. For all Maryland baseball, MIAA, Class A.
No, as I say, it was a good. It was a good week across the board for baseball. I mean, public school getting started off that was obviously a good thing. A lot of good stuff early on, besides just what happened with Patuxent.
Yeah.
There's some other good games that week. Like you said, they got another big one coming up against Huntingtown. Huntingtown's good this year.
Yeah, Huntingtown's really good.
They just had
Yeah,
a kid commit to Maryland. Their number one arm. He can throw the ball.
We got to see it. Oh, look at that. We got a lot of people. Nelson Sanchez, kid, Joe Cam, all that. So we're going to be talking about a little bit of travel baseball once, the high school season finish. It's going to be amazing. So thank you, Tommy, for being with us. Matt Jaeger, thank you also for the production. Oh, look at that. Chainsaw is there. Hey, what's up, Papa? So everybody, thank you for being with us. Follow the Maryland High School baseball page. I'm going to do a link, for you guys to follow the page. This is going to be there. This is our first episode for the Maryland High School baseball page. I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Love you. See you. Matt, are you awake?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. What?
We're good.
We're good. All right. So see you. Thank you for, watching this episode. Take care. You good?